Hello dear students of the 6th elementary grade, and welcome to a new episode of our program. It's time for science, and on this episode we'll be having the first lesson of the second semester of science with our teacher of science, Mr. Nader Nasim. Let me first welcome him. Hello Mr. Nader, and welcome to the program.
Hello, thank you.
Mr. Nader, يعني happy new semester.
Happy new semester.
Happy new term. طبعا برحب بيكم وبهني كل الطلاب اللي نجحوا وحصلوا على درجات كبيرة، ويمكن احنا عرفنا بعض درجات من الطلاب المتفوقين من خلال جروب برنامجنا على الفيسبوك، وحابين ان احنا نقول بعض الاسماء اللي وصلت لنا ودرجاتهم. مصطفى حسين راشد من جرجا سوهاج وحصل على 99 من 100 في مادة الساينس. مروان حمدي يحيى محي الدين، مروان حمدي محي الدين من اسكندرية برضو حاصل على 99. ألف مبروك. يوسف نجيب جرجس من محافظة القاهرة برضو 99 من 100. ألف مبروك يا يوسف. ومريم أسامة مجاهد العاصي من محافظة الجيزة وحصلت على 100%. برافو عليك يا مريم وألف مبروك. زياد مدحت 99 من 100. مبروك يا زياد. وآية يسري محمد 99 من 100 من محافظة الدقهلية. آية يسري مبروك يا آية. سمر زكريا محمد من محافظة الدقهلية وحصلت على الدرجة النهائية. برافو ألف مبروك يا سمر. مهند حاتم أحمد من القاهرة وحصل على الدرجة النهائية. ألف مبروك ليك يا مهند وألف مبروك لكل الناجحين والمتفوقين. ويمكن قناة مصر التعليمية كمان هتعمل حاجة جميلة جدا ممكن تشاركوا فيها. كل الطلاب اللي حصلوا على درجات تفوق بدءا من 98% فما فوق ممكن ان هم يبعتوا لنا بدرجاتهم واسمائهم وصورهم على جروب برنامج مدرسة على الهواء اسمه مدرسة على الهواء ابتدائي واعدادي. ده جروب برنامجنا. لو بعتوا لنا صوركم ودرجاتكم يعني نقدمها من خلال البرامج المختلفة كنوع من التكريم ليكم، طبعا تكريم بسيط وكمان تشجيع ليكم وتشجيع لغيركم على التفوق. طبعا يعني بيتبناها أستاذ سامح الشوادي منسق البرنامج ومدير البرنامج. يعني أتمنى أن الفكرة تحوز إعجابكم، وإن شاء الله يعني دي حاجة بسيطة جدا بنقدمها لكم عشان تفوقكم. مستر نادر، يعني طبعا الترم ده برضو يعني أعتقد مادة الساينس من المواد الجميلة جدا يعني ممتعة جدا، خاصة الجزء العملي فيها. احنا طبعا النهارده هناخد درس برضو في جزء عملي كتير.
هو كله عملي بصراحة.
هو كله عملي تمام. الليفرز او الليفرز الاثنين صح. عايزين نتعرف على الليفرز اللي هي طبعا الروافع. وقبل ما نبدأ يعني ادينا فكرة مبسطة عنها.
Okay, Mr. Yasser, at first let me introduce my congratulations to all the pupils who had succeeded this semester, okay? Okay, today we will start our first lesson about livers. Livers means الروافع. And imagine that, Mr. Yasser, I will ask you a very important question, okay? Okay, imagine that in your way to your home there is a huge rock like this, okay?
Yeah.
There is a huge rock in your way to your home. How can you move this rock to complete your way?
How can I move it?
Yeah.
I have
with simple effort.
Simple effort. Maybe it's hard if it's a big one.
It's big one. So we can use lever.
Yeah.
Levers means الروافع or the crowbar. Crowbar العتلة. Okay. We can use the crowbar like this. It's a very rigid bar like this, made of iron. Okay. And put a small rock in this way or in this in the middle or between the middle and the end, and you can stand by your body on it. How or what will happen to the rock? I think it will roll over.
Roll
over, okay. Over. So the rock will roll over to this way. So I can move the rock easily by using the crowbar. by using the crowbar, crowbar العتلة. Okay? So
why
the
don't you
crowbar,
just move around it?
or imagine that you have a car and
Yeah,
you must
have
or
a
you
car.
have to move the rock.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can move the rock easily
By
by
using
the crowbar.
Yeah.
Crowbar is an example of lever. Okay, so crowbar is an example of lever. So we can see that Archimedes, as you said before, is a scientist who described the lever in 260 before Christ. Okay, again, Archimedes is a great scientist in physics and science, and also in math, in everything. I think Archimedes was a very great scientist, described the lever in 260 before Christ. So what's meant by lever? We must know the definition of lever. Okay, let me write the definition of lever. So lever, we can say lever is a rigid bar, okay, straight or curved, okay. So again, lever must be a rigid bar, ساق متينة, straight or curved as I want, okay, rotates around a fixed point, called fulcrum. I think the most important point in the lever is the fulcrum. Fulcrum محور الارتكاز أو نقطة الدوران في lever. Okay? So again, fulcrum is the fixed point around which the lever rotates. Also, lever is affected by two forces, which are effort force المجهود الشخصي أو قوة المجهود زي ما بنسميها, and resistance force. I think it's a very long definition, but I think it's a very easy definition at the same time. Okay, Mr. Yasser? So the lever consists of three main points, which are the fulcrum, the fixed point, the effort force or the exerted force by the person, and at last the resistance force. So again, the lever contains three main points. Which are the fulcrum, the effort force, and the resistance force. So now let's practice, Mr. Yasser, to describe or to determine the three types of lever, or the 3 points of lever, which are, as I said, fulcrum, resistance force, and effort force. Okay, Mr. Yasser? Imagine that you have a scissors, or you have scissors, not a scissors, sorry. Okay? Scissors, okay. It's like this, scissor. Okay, so I draw the scissor. Where is the effort force? I think it will be at the place of your hand. Effort force is the place at your hand. Okay, where is the fulcrum? The fulcrum is in the nail at the middle. The fulcrum has a symbol O. We must know that the fulcrum has a symbol O, but the effort force has a symbol F. Where is the resistance? Resistance is the thing that I want to cut, or a thing that I want to be done. Okay, so it will be here, the resistance here. So every lever, or each lever, as I said, contains three main points, which are effort force at your hand, fulcrum at the place of the movement, or the place, or the fixed place, and at last the resistance at the place that you want to move, you want to cut, or everything that will be done by the lever. Okay, so again, the lever contains three main points, which are fulcrum, effort force, and resistance force. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
Another practice?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's have another one.
You know the wheelbarrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We use it in gardens, for example.
The wheelbarrow, like this. Okay, the wheelbarrow. It's like this. Okay, where is the fulcrum? I think the fulcrum is at the wheel here, the fulcrum. Okay, where is the effort force? I think effort force will be at the hand, as I said. Where is the resistance? I think the resistance will be at the thing I want to move, like this. So again, every lever contains three main points, which are fulcrum. Fulcrum again has a symbol O. We must note that. لازم ناخد بالنا كويس قوي ان الفالكروم although برغم هو بيبدأ بلتر F لكن هو عنده symbol O, not the symbol F. Symbol F is for the effort force, and R is for the resistance force. Again, every lever contains three main parts, or three main points, which are fulcrum that has the symbol O, effort force that has a symbol F, and at last resistance which have the symbol R. Another practice, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
You know the plier?
Yeah, sure.
Have you used it before?
Pliers.
Yeah. Have you used it before?
Yeah, there was this, you know, little hair on my shoulder here, and I wanted to get rid of it.
In your shoulder?
Yeah.
Okay. You're just joking, Mr. Yasser.
I'm joking, of course. Of course, you use pliers, of course, when you're like, you know, getting out nails or
Get a
something.
Nails, yeah, nails from wood. Okay.
Yeah.
So the plier or الكماشة, as we know, is a lever or is a tool that we use it when we get out nail from wood, not from Mr. Yasser's shoulder. Okay. 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 I think dentist has a plier too. Okay.
Yeah.
Dentist has a plier to get away the tooth. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but
Dentist
this is a special kind of pliers.
special kind of plier. Okay. It must be sterilized.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So again, the plier is a kind of lever, and now we will determine the 3 points of the lever, which are ROF or FOR. Okay. Do you know the secret word, Mr. Yasser? Do you remember?
Orf.
ORF, yeah, surely ORF.
Yeah.
Well,
What about Orf? Explain it.
ORF, O
Yeah.
stands for the fulcrum, R stands for the resistance, F stands for the effort force. And ORF is a secret word. By it, we will know the type of lever after a while. Okay. Let me practice to determine the type of the points of lever now, and after a while, we will study the type of levers. Okay.
Okay.
So here I have the resistance. Here I have the resistance. Okay. Here I have the fulcrum. Here I have the effort force. So again, every lever contains 3 types of or 3 points of levers, which are fulcrum that has the symbol O, effort force that has a symbol FR, that has a symbol, or resistance that has a symbol R. Okay, so now let's have definition for each one of them. Before I say this definition, I will revise the definition of lever, which I said before. I said before the lever is a rigid bar, straight or curved, rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum. Fixed point, the first point of the lever, which is called the fulcrum, and is affected by resistance force and effort force. Again, lever is a rigid bar, straight or curved, rotates around a fixed point called fulcrum, and is affected by 2 points, which are effort force and resistance force. So again, each lever, as I said, contains 3 main points, which are fulcrum, effort force, and resistance force. Fulcrum has a symbol O, or O stands for the fulcrum, F stands for the effort force, and at last R stands for the resistance force. So now after we have practiced all the levers and determined the points of lever, now let me have a definition for each one of them. Let's start with the fulcrum. Fulcrum, we will say that fulcrum, okay, is a fixed point. Fulcrum is a fixed point where the bar rotates around. Okay, so again, fulcrum is a fixed point where the bar rotates around. Again, fulcrum, or محور الارتكاز, as we said, is a fixed point where the bar rotates around. So what about the effort force? I think the effort force is the force that you exert to move something, to cut something, to break or to crack something, or to do that something, or for something to be done. So we can say that the effort force is the force, okay, the force that is exerted by a person, to equilibrate. Equilibrate means to make the force equal, تتوازن, to equilibrate with the resistance, or with the something that I want to do. Okay, so again, the effort force is a force that is exerted by a person to equilibrate with the resistance, okay. So now let's have the last definition for the resistance force. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
Up till now we have 3 definitions for the lever, effort force, fulcrum, and the last definition in this episode, I think it will be the resistance force. Okay,
Yeah.
so resistance force is the force that is resulted from the weight of the body that we want to move, to move like the crowbar, we want to cut, we want to crack like the nutcracker, and we want everything what we want to do.
البندق.
Okay, كسرت البندق, nutcracker, like this. Okay, so again, resistance force is the force that is exerted, or the force that resulted from the weight of the body that we want to move, want to cut, want to break, want to raise, want to be done.
Okay, now you've already said the definitions and
Yeah.
written the definitions. I want you to explain that once again in an easy way.
Easy way. Okay.
Yeah.
After-
Without any written words.
Okay. Every definition, every lever, Mr. Yasser, contain 3 main points, which are fulcrum, which has a symbol O, effort force, which has a symbol F, and at last the resistance force, which has a symbol R. Okay, let's have another practice like the nutcracker. You know the nutcracker? I think the student or the pupil must draw, or must imagine at least how to draw the lever simply. We don't want a perfect drawing. We need simple drawing for the lever and determine the 3 points, which are F, O, R. Okay, like that, nutcracker. Okay, I think it will be like this. I have something here like this, something here like this. Okay, here is the nut. Okay, so here is the resistance, the thing that I want to cut or to break. Where is your effort, Mr. Yasser? Look here, or here.
This is a nutcracker?
Yeah.
My effort?
Yeah, here or here. I think here.
Yeah.
You catch or you hold nutcracker from these 2 points. Okay.
Yeah.
So here your effort force.
I crack the nuts with my teeth.
Oh, it's very dangerous for your teeth.
I don't need a nutcracker.
Okay. I think nutcracker is easier way to crack nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So again, I said
And it's safe.
It's safe. I said the first levers make the effort to be done simply or easily. Okay. You don't want to use your teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, effort force here and resistance is in the middle of the nutcracker, and here at this point or at this nail is the fulcrum. So again, every lever contains 3 main points. أي lever فيها 3 نقط. Effort force المجهود أو قوة إيدك أنت الشخصية. Resistance is the thing that you want to be done. الشيء اللي أنا عايز أعمله. And fulcrum is the nail or is the fixed point of the lever. Is the nail or is the fixed point of the lever. You know the suction pump, Mr. Yasser? The suction pump or water pump.
Yeah.
Water pump أو مضخة المياه or طلمبة المياه. Okay, I'll draw it with the red color because it's always red color in color. Okay, so here like this, and I have a handle here, and an axe, and a bottle for water or a tube for water. Sorry. Okay, here is the suction pump. Suction pump. Okay, suction pump. مضخة المياه. Where is the 3 types or 3 main points of lever? I think here is the effort force. Okay, Mr. Yasser, look here. I think here is the effort force. Here is the resistance, the water I want to raise from the underground. And here is the fulcrum. So every student must determine the 3 main points. Okay, again, effort force هي المنطقة اللي هحط فيها ايديا أو هي المنطقة اللي فيها الeffort بتاعك أنت شخصي. Fulcrum هي مكان الحركة أو مكان movement. Resistance is the place at which the body you want to move, you want to raise, you want to cut. أي شيء عايز أعمله هو اللي هسميه resistance. Okay, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
So now let's have the importance of lever. The importance of lever are very important. We have 6 importance for levers. Okay.
Yeah.
At first, lever increase force. Like that, or imagine you want to crack nut with your teeth.
Yeah.
Which one is easier, with that cracker or with your teeth?
If my teeth are strong, then it's
It will-
okay.
okay, it is strong now, but
Yeah.
after some year it will not be strong.
Yeah,
okay?
of course, it's easier to crack nuts
nuts.
using a nut
Nut
cracker.
stapler,
Yeah.
or staplers, the
Yeah.
beta. Which one is easier, to use your fingers to push or to put some staplers in the paper, or use the staplers?
Of course, using staplers,
Using staplers is more
easier.
Okay, so again, the lever increase force or saves your effort. Okay, which one is easier, to move the huge rock at the first by your hand or by your leg, or by a crowbar, العتلة? I think it will be easier by using the crowbar. So the lever makes the effort less, or saves your effort. بتوفر مجهودك، بتوفر قوتك الشخصية. So we can say lever increase forces. At the first, lever increase force. So we can write that importance of lever. I said I have 6 importance of levers. Number 1, increase forces or increasing forces. Okay. Number 2, so yes, imagine that you want to play ping pong.
Yeah.
Okay. You play ping pong with your hand.
With a bat.
With a bat. Why? Because the bat increases the speed.
Yeah.
Okay. So some lever, like the hockey bat, like the ping pong bat, okay, increase the speed. So another importance of the lever, increasing the speed. Okay. Number 3, increasing distance. What happens? You want to clean your room, you use the manual broom. Why? Because the manual broom increase distance. You don't want to pow more and more to collect the rubbish, or to collect the papers, or to collect the dust that is spread on the floor. So again, the lever increase distance. So we have 3 increasing of the levers: increasing force, increasing distance, and at last increasing speed. Okay. So the last of the increasing distance.
And this
Okay.
is something that also, something you didn't say.
Yeah.
All this saves a lot of time.
Yeah, save a lot of time. Okay. Mr. Yasser invented a new importance of lever. I will write it. The 7th importance. With me that 7th importance of the lever. It will save time. Okay.
Yeah.
Surely it will save time. But we have 6th importance only in our syllabus. But the 7th importance that Mr. Yasser added today is that the lever saves time. Surely.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Mr. Yasser. Okay. Number 4.
Effort, of course.
Effort, of course. Because it saves effort, it will save time.
Yeah.
Okay. So the number 4, the importance number 4, move force from place to place. Again, move force from place to place. Okay, Mr. Yasser, imagine that. Let me draw 2 manual broom. Okay, I will write, or I will draw 2 manual broom, long one like this and short one like this. Okay, 1 and 2. Mr. Yasser, I have 2 manual broom. Okay, which one will you use to clean your room? Look here, Mr. Yasser.
Yeah.
That's your question.
Yeah.
I have 2 manual broom. 1 long manual broom.
Yeah.
And 2 short manual broom.
The long one is better, of course.
The long is better. Why? Because the long made you don't pow. Okay, or make you don't pow. Okay. Again, the long.
You can use it while being erect.
Yeah, being erect or being standing up, not
standing upright.
Standing upright. So I will use this manual broom. Why? Because the short manual broom makes you bend. تخليك تنحني. So a very important of the lever is that it move force from place to place.
And it covers a large distance.
Larger area or larger
area.
So we said that in the 3rd importance, increasing distance أو زيادة المسافة. Okay, so again
we've got a caller now. We have أحمد من القاهرة. أهلا بك يا أحمد.
الو.
أهلا يا أحمد، ازيك؟
ازيك يا مستر؟
عامل إيه؟
الحمد لله.
إيه أخبارك في الترم الأول؟
الحمد لله.
جبت درجة حلوة؟ تمام.
فرحنا يا أحمد كام؟
جبت كام؟ مش عايز أقول له لا يكون مش عايز. كام؟
99.
99. برافو عليك. عندك أي سؤال يا أحمد؟
لا انا عايزه اتسال.
عايز تتسأل. طيب مذاكر الليفرز كويس؟
اه.
طيب مستر نادر اسأله. ask
Okay,
him a
Ahmed.
question.
Okay, Ahmed. Do you studied the liver, the definition of the liver?
Yes.
Yeah. What's meant by liver, Ahmed?
It is a machine used to facilitate the work to make it easy.
Sample machine, Ahmed, please, not machine. Sample machine or sample tools that facilitate the work to be done. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. How many points are there in the liver? How many points are there in the liver?
How many points?
Yeah.
Three.
How many points?
What are nothing.
يعني الليفر فيها كام بوينت مهمة؟ لازم أعرف أحدد كده كام بوينت مهمة في الليفر. إيه هم؟
3.
إيه هم بالظبط كده؟ Okay, what are they, أحمد؟
الفالكرم.
Fulcrum.
الeffort force.
Effort force.
Resistance.
Resistance. What's meant by fulcrum, Ahmed, and what's its symbol?
What's the meaning of what?
What's meant by fulcrum? What's meant by fulcrum and what's its symbol?
Fulcrum.
Yeah.
It is a rigid. Yes, 1 minute.
Fulcrum is a fixed point.
It's fixed point in
Yeah.
fixed point
Around which?
around each of.
You are not. You are hesitation, Ahmed, now. Hesitated, متردد. Okay. Fulcrum is a fixed point around which the bar or the lever rotates on.
لسه أول
Okay.
أسبوع يا مستر.
Okay, Ahmed, شد حيلك. شد حيلك كده شوية.
طيب
Okay.
أحمد, could you please tell us any example of a lever at your home?
1 minute. Manual broom.
Yeah.
The manual broom, okay. Yeah.
Scissors.
Scissors, tweezers.
Bottle opener. We have many levers at your home, Ahmed, especially in the
like
kitchen. I think that especially in the kitchen.
Can you repeat your question?
Ahmed, can you give me some examples of levers? Some examples of levers?
Manual broom, scissor,
Manual broom, staplers,
electric,
That's what he remembers now.
nutcracker, yeah.
and 1 minute.
Suction pump, flashing tool. We have many levers, Ahmed. Okay?
Okay, thank you Ahmed very much. Thank you Ahmed من القاهرة.
Okay, Mr. Yasser. We said that the importance of lever are 6, but you add the 7th importance, that will save time, and I will write it.
Yeah, levers save time and effort.
Save
of
time and
course.
effort. Okay, so we said that the lever increase force, increase distance, increase speed, and number 4, levers move force from place to place, like what happened in using the long manual broom, not the short, so that we all prefer the long manual broom because it doesn't make us bow, or because it move force from the bottom of the floor up to your hand. Okay, so again, the force importance of the lever, أهمية الرابعة lever, it move force from place to place. Let us complete this importance of lever, move force from place to place. And we have another importance like number 5, we'll write it now, avoid danger, أتجنب الأخطار. Mr. Yasser, imagine that you have a piece of coal, okay? A piece of coal, قطعة فحم. Can you catch it? Can you hold it?
If it's on fire?
Yeah.
No.
If it's not, if it is on fire, we'll not catch it.
Yeah.
We cannot catch it because
sure.
it's very dangerous. But if it's not in fire,
If it's not burning, then it's okay.
okay. So we use some lever like that.
But still, you know, your hands can get dirty.
Yeah, we can wash it. Okay, but we sometimes use lever to avoid danger, like what happened when using the coal tongs or the coal holder, or using the ice holder to not spread the infections with some diseases, where like what happened when we're using the sweet holder. Okay. Okay. So the fifth importance of the lever is to avoid danger, أو تجنب الأخطار. And the sixth importance of the lever is that accuracy in performance, like what happened with the surgeons or doctors when they are using that tweezer. They use the tweezer to be accurate in their performance, أو يكون في دقة في أداء عملهم. So the sixth importance, it will be accuracy in performance. Accuracy in performance. So we have up to now 6 importance of lever. Okay, Mr. Yasser.
Yeah, we have a caller, محمد من اسكندرية. أهلا بك يا محمد.
أهلا بك يا مستر. How are you?
I am fine, thanks. What about you?
I am fine. I am fine.
Did you do well in the first term?
Yay.
Okay, so what mark did you get in science?
100. 100.
100 out of 100.
Yay.
Yeah, great.
Congratulations, Ahmed. Muhammad, sorry, congratulations, Muhammad.
Okay, Muhammad, you started school, of course,
Yay.
and you had the first lesson, levers.
Sure.
Do you understand it well?
Yay.
Do you have any questions?
No, I want to be asked.
All right, so Mr. Nader, please ask him
Okay, Muhammad, you studied the levers?
a difficult question because he got the full
100%,
mark.
100%. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Muhammad, you have studied the levers?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Okay, can you tell me some importance of the levers, Muhammad? Some importance of the levers or using the levers?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, Muhammad.
Number 1, increasing force.
Yeah.
Number 2, increasing distance.
Very good, Muhammad. Excellent.
Number 3, increasing speed.
Yeah, increasing speed.
Number 4, moving force from one place to another.
Very good, Muhammad.
Number 5, accuracy in performance.
Yeah.
Number 6, avoid danger.
Yeah, but what about number 7 that Mr. Yasser added today?
Save time.
Yeah, very good, Muhammad. Excellent.
Okay,
So,
Muhammad, do you yourself use any kind of levers in your daily life?
Sure.
Like what?
Scissors.
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 Okay. What do you use scissors for?
What?
What do you use scissors for?
For cutting paper.
Yeah. For cutting things in general. Yeah.
As manual broom.
Yeah. Okay. But
Okay.
you use a manual broom yourself? You do that?
Yeah.
You sweep the floor?
No, I use it to no.
Yeah.
I don't,
You use it to sweep the floor, to sweep the carpet, whatever. Okay. طيب, we ask him another question, Mr. Nader.
Okay, Muhammad, can you tell me the definition of the lever? What's meant by lever? You have studied the lever?
It is a rigid bar.
Yeah,
straight
rigid bar.
or curved.
Straight or curved?
That rotate around fixed point.
Yeah.
Called fulcrum. And
Fulcrum.
it affected by resistance force and effort force.
So the lever, Muhammad, contains how many points? What are the points or how many points are there in the lever?
3.
Yeah. What are they, Muhammad? By symbols. You will tell me the lever's point by symbols only, okay?
Fulcrum.
Fulcrum.
Resistance force. Effort force.
Fulcrum symbol is the fulcrum
Is a
symbol?
fixed point
No,
around
Muhammad.
it bar rotate.
Okay, I want the fulcrum symbol, Muhammad. رمز الفulcrum.
O.
Oh, the effort force symbol.
F.
F, the resistance symbol.
R.
Thank you, Muhammad, very much. I hope you every possible success.
Muhammad, are you a member of our group?
Yeah.
You are? Okay. That's great, Muhammad. Okay, thank you very much, Muhammad min Iskandariya. So let's
Okay.
carry on.
Let's carry
what
on.
else do we have to learn today?
I think I have the most interesting part in this lesson, that is how to determine the type of the lever. I think it's very
how to determine the
determine
type
the
of the lever.
Okay,
Yeah.
but before I will explain this, let me have a summary for the importance of the lever and write your 7th importance. Which
And
is
you
that-
told us that next time you'll bring us some interesting videos.
Yeah, interesting videos.
Right.
Because the next episode we will have the lever's law. Lever's law is a very important mathematical relation between the lever and its effort.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have studied the importance of lever, which are increasing distance, increasing force, increasing speed. They are the first three importance. Number 4, move force from place to place. Number 5, avoid danger. Number 6, accuracy in performance. And at last, number 7, which you added, Mr. Yasser, today, is that save time. Let me write it, okay?
Yeah.
So it will be number 7, saving time. We use some lever in saving time as well as saving effort, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
اوكي طب احنا معانا اتصال من والدة بسملة. اهلا بحضرتك. اهلا بحضرتك. سامعانا حضرتك؟
انا بسملة.
بسملة ولا مامتها؟
لا انا بسملة.
بسملة نفسها. طيب اهلا بيك يا بسملة.
الو.
اهلا يا بسملة، ازيك؟
الحمد لله.
ايه اخبار الساينس في الترم الاول؟
الحمد لله. 99 for 100.
99 out of 100. Great. برافو عليك. Do you have any questions بسملة?
No, I want to be asked.
You want to be asked. Okay, Mr. Nader, please
Okay,
ask her a
Basmala.
question.
Basmala, you have studied the type of livers?
Yes.
Yeah. How many types are there?
3.
3 types? Okay. Can you give me some example of the first class livers or first type of livers?
Seesaw.
Seesaw,
Crowbar.
crowbar,
Paddles.
paddles, very good,
Dancers.
pincers.
Lizards.
Okay, so Basmala, why are all of these examples of liver are considered from the first class liver? Why are they considered of the first class liver?
Definition.
Yeah, okay, surely I will write the definition in this question.
They are the livers
Yeah.
that has fulcrum between the effort force and
Yeah.
resistance force.
Yeah, surely. First class liver, they are the livers that contains fulcrum, which has a symbol O, between effort force and resistance force. So we can see that first class liver contains fulcrum O between effort force and resistance force. So what about the second class liver, Basmala?
They are the livers
Yeah.
that have the resistance force between
Resistance force
effort force and fulcrum.
between effort force and fulcrum. Surely, Basmala, very good, excellent. They are the livers that have the resistance force between effort force and fulcrum. So what about the last type of liver, which is called the third class liver?
They are the livers
Yeah.
that have the effort force between fulcrum and resistance force.
So they have the effort force between the fulcrum and resistance force. Can you give me some example of second class liver, Basmala?
Wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow, yeah.
Stapler.
Staplers,
Bottle opener.
bottle openers,
Nutcracker.
nutcrackers. At last, the last question for you, Basmala. Excellent, pupil. Give me some example of the third class liver. Excellent, Basmala.
Hockey bat.
Hockey pad, yeah.
Sweet holder.
Sweet holder,
Ice holder.
ice holder,
Fishing tool.
fishing tool.
Tweezers.
Sorry, Basmala.
Tweezers.
Tweezers, okay, tweezers.
Manual broom.
Manual broom, very good, Basmala, excellent. I have you
Okay,
every possible
Basmala, did you use any levers today?
Yes.
What?
Manual broom.
The manual broom. Okay, when you got back from school, right?
I think every human.
Okay, thank you, Basmala. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so at last, Mr. Yasser, we will have, I think we'll have time or not?
Yeah, I guess we still have some more time.
Okay, so and now we'll study the most important part in this lesson. So how to determine the type of liver. We have three types of liver that they are first class liver, second class liver, third class liver. At this part of our lesson today, we must determine the 3 points or the 3 main points, which are fulcrum, effort force, and resistance force. And I must determine the middle point, Mr. Yasser. Okay, if it will the fulcrum, it will be the first class liver. So again, first class liver contains fulcrum between effort force and resistance
Could
force.
you explain it in an easier way by using our simples?
Okay, here I will draw the first class liver like this, contains the fulcrum, which has symbol O, between effort force and resistance force. Okay, so what about second class liver? I will have resistance between effort force and fulcrum. So what about the third class liver? I will have the effort force between the fulcrum and the resistance. So as you said, Mr. Yasser, we have a secret word which is the ORF.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Here O is in the middle in the first class liver, R is in the middle in second class liver, F in the middle in the third class liver. So O, R, F. If O in the middle, it will be first class liver. R in the middle, it will be second class liver. F in the middle, it will be third class lever.
And this is our secret word.
Yeah,
ORF.
secret
Okay,
word or the
and we
keyword.
have a caller, يوسف من اسكندرية. أهلا بيك يا يوسف. طيب يوسف حاول ترجع لنا تاني.
Okay, so now let's have practice to determine the type of lever by using the drawing, okay? You remember the crowbar we explained at the first of our episode today, Mr. Yasser? Okay?
Yeah.
The crowbar.
Yeah.
Here is the crowbar, I draw it. Where is the fulcrum, effort force and resistance? And where is the middle point? I think here is the effort force. Okay? Here is the effort force. Okay? Here is the fulcrum at the point of movement, and here is the resistance. Look here, Mr. Yasser. Which point is in the middle?
Oh, the
Oh.
fulcrum.
So it will be what type of lever?
The first one.
Yeah, so it will be the first class lever. First class lever, and we can write one with the abbreviation ST. Okay? First class lever or the first type of lever. So what about the scissors? What about the scissor? You remember, Mr. Yasser?
Yeah.
I drew it before.
Scissors.
Yeah, scissor. I have the 3 points here. I think it will be solved question. Okay? Here I have the effort force. Here I have the fulcrum in the middle. And at last I have the resistance. Which point is in the middle?
The R.
No.
the
O.
So
in the
yeah,
middle.
the O is
fulcrum.
in the middle. So yeah, it's a second, of course.
No. O in the middle. O in the middle.
Yeah, when O is in the middle, so it's the first one.
It's first class lever. So scissor is a first class, or scissors are first class lever because it contains fulcrum between effort force and resistance force.
طيب okay,
Okay.
we've got a caller معنا.
Okay.
ولي أمر يوسف.
الو،
أهلا وسهلا.
ازي حضرتك؟
الحمد لله تمام.
حضرتك انا بشكركم جدا على البرنامج، واحنا قاعدين بنتمتع بكل حاجه حضرتك بتقدموها، والاطفال اللي هم قاعدين برضه وكل حاجه الاطفال بيقولوها دلوقتي احنا بنتمتع بيهم بالبرنامج الجميل اللي حضرتك بتقدمه.
شكرا لحضرتك، يعني يا رب دايما نكون عند حسن ظنكم. شكرا لحضرتك.
الله يخليك يا رب. بس حضرتك انا كنت بتمنى ان الصفوف اولى وثانيه، الصفوف النقل كمان يبقوا موجودين.
طبعا يعني احنا كنا قبل كده عندنا قناة لكل مرحلة. ولكن يعني الظروف دلوقتي اختلفت، الموضوع مش في ايدنا، الموضوع في جهات اعلى مننا. فيعني احنا نتمنى طبعا ان وزارة التربية والتعليم تتدخل وتعيد القنوات اللي كانت موجودة قبل كده. كلنا اكيد بنتمنى ده عشان ندي فرصة لكل الطلاب في كل المراحل ان هم يستفيدوا من القناة.
ربنا يقويكم يا رب.
اهم حاجه يعني ابن حضرتك مبسوط وبيجيب درجات
طبعا،
حلوه.
والحمد لله جاب 99 من 100 بفضل الله وفضل البرنامج. وطبعا انا ما بدلوش اصلا درس، احنا بنقعد نستنى البرامج التعليميه.
ما هو لو بتدوا له درس يبقى احنا لازمتنا ايه بقى؟ نقفل القناه.
لا 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 لا.
احنا هنا عشان يعني نمنع الدروس الخصوصيه، احنا بنحارب الدروس الخصوصيه من خلال قناتنا. فيعني بنحاول ان احنا نقدم كل ما يمكن تقديمه عشان يعني الطلاب ما يلجأوش للدروس الخصوصية، يبقوا قاعدين في بيوتهم كده بيتلقوا الدروس وبيتصلوا بينا، ويعني بتبقى اكيد اللي بيتابعنا اكيد بيستفيد.
هو حضرتك تأكد ان مش الطالب بس هو اللي بيستفيد بالبرامج التعليمية، اولياء الامور كمان بيستفيدوا عشان بيعرفوا يذاكروا من خلال كده، بيعرفوا يذاكروا للطلبة.
دي حقيقة فعلا، بالذات طلاب المرحلة الابتدائية يمكن اللي اولياء الامور بيتابعونا اكتر من الاطفال نفسهم في سنة 6 ابتدائي. شكرا جزيلا لحضرتك واتمنى لكم التوفيق. شكرا لك.
الله يخليك. مع الف سلامة.
مع الف سلامة.
Okay, so Mr. Yasser, we have studied the scissors, and we said that scissors are first class lever because it contains what, Mr. Yasser? Contains what between what?
The O between the R and the F.
Yeah, O is
right?
the fulcrum, yeah, right? O is the fulcrum between effort force and resistance force. So now what's about the wheelbarrow? We have drawn the wheelbarrow at the first of this
F
episode.
is in the middle.
Now here I have the wheelbarrow. Drawn, yeah, I have the wheelbarrow.
In the middle there is
in the middle.
R.
Yeah.
So it's the second.
So we can write it is the second class lever. Why? Or give reason. If I have a give reason question like that.
Because the resistance force is between the effort force and the fulcrum.
Okay, again, notice please my dear students, fulcrum has the symbol O. الفulcrum عنده رمز O مش F. لأن عندنا رمز F هو الخاص ب effort force. So we cannot have two F or two F symbols. Okay, we have F only for the effort force, O for the fulcrum, and at last R for the resistance. So what about the pliers? The pliers, الكماشة, okay, Mr. Yasser, for using or for getting out nail from your shoulder, or sorry, from wood, from the wood, okay? Okay, the plier, I think it will be what type of lever? I have here O in the middle, O in the middle,
First.
between the F and R, so it will be the first class lever, first class lever. Okay.
هو الموضوع ببساطة كده عشان نقوله بشكل بسيط، احنا عملنا رموز، قلنا ORF بقت ORF. لما بتكون O هي اللي في الميدل بيبقى ده الفيرست كلاس ليفر. لما بتكون ال R هي اللي in the middle يبقى ده السكند كلاس ليفر. لما بتكون ال F هي اللي in the middle يبقى ده الثيرد كلاس ليفر. يبقى احنا نقولها كده ايه ORF ORF. اعتقد دي طريقة سهلة عشان يعرفوا.
هي secret word يعني قلناها أكتر من مرة قبل كده في السنين اللي فاتت. Okay, so now let's have practice for nutcracker. Nutcracker or كسرة البندق. Nutcracker, I have drawn it before. I have the resistance in the middle. The resistance.
هنا بقى يمكن الصعوبة في تحديد what is in the middle.
Yeah, what is the middle? Okay. So I said before, or I said more and more, effort force is the place at your hand. Effort force هو مكان ايدك انت الشخصية، مكان بذل مجهودك انت، مكان الايد. Okay. او الفالكرم هو is the place at the rotation، هو مكان الدوران او مكان الحركة. Resistance is the place at the thing I want to do, or I want to move, I want to cut, I want to break، حاجة اللي عايز اعملها. Okay. So again, effort force او F هي مكان the hand، مكان الهاند. O is the place of movement or the fixed place. Resistance is the place at which something you want to cut, you want to move, you want to break, you want to crack, you want to raise, and so on. Okay, so here Nutcracker and Mr. Yasser have the resistance force between effort force and fulcrum. Again, Nutcracker is, or Nutcracker has the resistance force R between effort force and fulcrum. So what type of this? I will think that, or I am sure it will be the second class lever. Second class lever, because it contains R between F and O. Again, Mr. Yasser, resistance here between F and O, so it will be second class lever. Second class lever. So what about the suction pump? Suction pump, we have drawn it before. Suction pump أو مضخة المياه أو طرمبة المياه. I think I have effort force here at the place of your hand. The resistance is at the place of water, or the raised water from underground. O is the place at the rotation or the movement. So I have here O between effort force and resistance. So it will be first class lever. First class lever. Okay. So now let me draw the stapler. Let me draw the stapler because I think it will be a little difficult or different questions. Okay. The stapler, or the beta stapler. Okay. It will be like this. I put here the paper. So here the R, or the resistance. Here is the nail of the stapler. So it will be O. So which place I will use to use, or I will push to use the stapler? Here or here or here. I think as farther using the stapler, it will be more easier. So here it will be the effort force. So the stapler is a second class lever. Again, stapler is a second class lever, not third class lever, because resistance is between O and F.
طيب احنا معانا ولي امر الطالب محمد. اهلا وسهلا بحضرتك.
اهلا وسهلا يا فندم. اولا انا بشكركم على المجهود الرائع. احنا بفضل ربنا اولا وبعدين بمجهودكم الحمد لله احنا مش محتاجين دروس. بس انا ليا رجاء واحد فقط، ارجوكم محتاجين لسنين النقل، اولى اعدادي وثانيه اعدادي، اولى ثانوي ثانيه ثانوي، ارجوكم. الوزاره عايزه تقفل السنترات والدروس الخصوصيه، ساعدونا احنا كمان محتاجين كده. فارجوكم محتاجين لسنين النقل. انا بضم صوتي لصوت وليه الامر اللي اتصلت قبل كده.
تمام. يا ريت برضو يعني توصلوا صوتكم بقدر الامكان برضو لوزاره التربيه والتعليم. احنا بنحاول، ولكن برضو لما يكون في يعني عدد كبير من الناس بتطالب بده بالتاكيد هيكون في تدخل.
طب قولوا لنا نعمل ايه او نتوجه في ايه او نعمل ازاي؟ انا معاكم على الجروب على فكره على الفيس. نعمل ايه بحيث ان احنا حتى لو طلب جماعي لينا كلنا ونتوجه بيه يعني؟
طيب ممكن انا هكلم اداره، يعني ممكن تعملوا طلب جماعي للوزاره، ويعني برضو انا يعني هتكلم مع اداره القناه وابلغكم من خلال الجروب
ان شاء الله. طب سؤال تاني معلش سوري، هو كمبيوتر ثالثه اعدادي انجلش ميعاده الساعه كام؟
هو بيجي تقريبا الجمعه الساعه 11 بالليل.
اوكي
الجمعه الساعه 11 بالليل.
اوكي ميرسي خالص يا فندم، وتشكرني على مجهودكم الرائع وجزاكم الله خيرا.
شكرا لحضرتك، ميرسي جدا. طبعا بشكر كل الناس اللي تابعونا وكل الناس اللي مبسوطين مننا، يعني اتمنى دايما كده نكون عند حسن ظنكم. بشكرك ايضا مستر نادر على مجهودك معانا، شكرا جزيلا ليك. وما تنسوش ايضا ان احنا بنعيد حلقتنا الساعة 5 صباحا، يمكن ده الوقت المتاح لينا حاليا، الاعادة من 5 ل 6 صباحا. وانضموا لجروب برنامجنا على الفيسبوك، عليه مفاجآت كتير، اسمه مدرسة على الهواء ابتدائي واعدادي، وطلاب الشهادة الإعدادية ينتظرونا في الساعة 5:30 و another episode of Science. Thank you all for watching, and until we meet you again, it's goodbye.